is that the first thing you want to talk about, or tell me, or reiterate it? Tell me what's going
I'll
on.
just kind of reiterate what prompted me to ask the question is that I started doing keto diet from inspiration. I felt inspired to do it back around November, and which is a really hard time to start, but it was like, well, now or never, right? And that kind of thing. And I've had a lot of non-weight loss related benefits from the keto diet. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my IBS is healed. I'm off several medicines already. I'm expecting to be off the diabetes medicine in the next, 3 or 4 months, if not sooner, because my fasting blood sugar is like 87, where before the diet, it was anywhere from 109 to 120 fasting, and stuff like that. So to get an 87 is like, wow. And I learned to recognize when I'm actually hungry as opposed to just wanting to eat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I, because I, after doing it for about 6 weeks, I added in the intermittent fasting, and that's kind of what taught me how to recognize how far my body can go before it really is hungry, and what that feels like. What does hunger feel like,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So that's all been really, really great. But through all of that, I only lost 10 pounds. And people are saying that's really, really good but I'm like, yeah, well, there's any number of people that in the first 6 weeks of keto diet, they're losing 20 or 30 pounds, and that's not happening for
Well,
me.
I'm gonna, yeah, stop you right there, because I forgot to mention that the evoke method is more, where we tap into the emotion, that the primary emotion that you're going on. And I try to not have you get into the story that much, because I know that I need to know a little bit, but I don't need to know that much, because I want to know the emotion, the dominant emotion that you're feeling. So
That's
basically,
where I'm leading up to. So
yeah. So the emotion, so it's really about you, the frustration
I
that
got
you only lost.
frustrated. And when I was thinking about the frustration, like, what's wrong with this picture, right? And I realized I don't like to feel restricted.
Right.
I have a rebellious nature. That's who I am. And if I say to myself, or anyone says to me, you can't have or do, you can't, that's what I want. I want to do what I'm not supposed to do. I want to do what they say I can't do. So then I thought about that, and it's okay. I'm tired of writing things down. I'm tired of counting things, grams, weights, all.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
want freedom. I want to
Okay.
I want to be free. I want the weight to come off of me. I want it to be easy. I don't want it to be such an emotional roller coaster. I want to be sure that I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to feel that I'm taking a risk if I try to do something that's unconventional. And that's where all the confusion gets in. So I'm frustrated, I'm confused, and I am feeling confined.
Right. So
And so that's where I'm at.
frustrated, confused, and
Confined.
restricted.
Yeah,
So
restricted.
which one of those, frustrated, confused, or restricted, would you say is the strongest right now?
Restricted.
Restricted. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Very good. Now, what I'd like you to do, Susan, is actually get comfortable and close your eyes as I take you through this exercise.
Okay.
Okay, so just get comfortable in your chair and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Very good. Very good. And keep your eyes closed if you can during this exercise, and I'll let you know when we're done. You can open them and we can have a chat. So I would like you to get in touch with that feeling of restricted. Really feel that feeling of being restricted. Okay? Feel that feeling. We're only going to feel it for a few seconds, but really feel that feeling of being restricted. Make sure to breathe. Remember to breathe and feel into that feeling. Yeah, restricted. Feel that feeling of restrictedness. Yes. Now, Susan, where in your body do you feel that feeling?
My chest
In your chest
and my back corresponding to the chest.
and your back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So is it connected?
Yeah.
Or is
Like
it two
all
different?
the way through. Yeah.
All the way through.
Front
Okay.
to back, yeah.
Yes. Now, if it had a color, what color is it?
Orange.
Orange. Is it like a bright orange or like an orange?
Kind of medium, like a
Medium orange.
towards the dark orange, but not real dark.
Uh-huh. Dark orange. And is it heavy, light, or medium?
Heavy.
Heavy. Yes. Okay. And what shape is it? This
Round.
whole.
It's round, but it doesn't have defined edges.
Okay. It's round. And what material would you say it's made out of?
It's flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a blanket.
Like a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Like an orange blanket. And is it like fuzzy or is it
Yeah,
more like
it's fuzzy. It's
fuzzy?
itchy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and itchy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good, Susan. Now, is it moving at all?
A little bit, kind of as if there was a a gentle breeze that's kind of fluttering it, but softly.
Yes, okay. So it's softly moving and it's fluttering. Very good, very good. Now, Susan, I want you to see if you can pop that orange, fuzzy, itchy blanket out of your body, like 3 to 5 feet in front of you. Or is it kind of, if it feels like it's stuck there, we can change it right there and then in there in your body first. But
I
if,
can lift it a little bit. It's like it's instead of right here, it's like right here.
okay, is it still in your body part
I can
in
still feel it in my back.
you just still feel it in your back?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and change the color. What color would feel better, Susan?
Blue.
Blue, like, is it like a light blue or
Yeah. Yeah.
like a light blue? Okay, so go ahead and like that, change that blanket into a light blue. Very good. Very good. Yes. Relax those shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. Can you move that out fully out of your body 3 to 5 feet in front of you now?
That's better.
That's better.
Mhm.
So is it out of your body still, or do we want to still transform it a little bit?
A little more. It's still in my back lightly.
Okay.
I like there's someone just placing their hand on my back.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
sensation,
Okay.
but it's farther out here now.
Okay. Very good. Very good, Susan. So let's change that blanket into something else. It's light blue now. What would you like to change it into? You could change the blanket into cotton balls or flowers or a tree or an
Well,
ocean.
I'm seeing a bunny rabbit.
A bunny rabbit. How cute. What is it? Is it white or is it blue? Could be any color.
He's brown, just a little brown rabbit.
Little brown bunny rabbit.
Mhm.
Yeah, little cute little brown bunny rabbit. Wonderful, wonderful. So can you like pop that bunny rabbit totally out now of your body?
Yep, he's just hopping away.
He's just hopping away. Yeah, there he goes. Now, hopping away. Now before he totally hops away, I want you to look at the bunny rabbit. Is he still in your sight?
Yeah,
Yeah, very good, very good. I want you to look at the bunny rabbit now. Does that feel really good, or would you like to change him into something that feels even better, or does that just feel so totally good? You just want to
It
stay with
feels,
the
it feels good because it feels soft and non-confrontational.
yeah, he's soft and just there's nothing going on there, just a
Mhm.
happy little bunny rabbit. Yeah.
And it's like he's waiting for me to let him go,
Yes.
waiting on me to let him go.
Let him go. Okay, we're gonna let him go in just a moment. We're
Okay.
gonna let him go. But first, I want you to tell me, Susan, when you think about this bunny rabbit, what is the emotion that you're feeling?
It just makes me want to giggle. It's kind of a fondness. I feel fondness for the bunny rabbit, just
Mm-hmm.
an appreciation for the bunny rabbit because he's so gentle.
Yeah. Yeah. Just feel that appreciation
Mhm.
and fondness. Yeah, appreciation is such a good feeling, isn't it? Such
Yeah,
a high vibing feeling. Such a good feeling up there on the emotional guidance scale. So good. Just really feel that feeling of appreciation for the bunny rabbit. Yes. Now, Susan, I really want you to get in touch with that feeling of appreciation. Good, good, very good. Breathe into that feeling of appreciation. Just totally take it in. Yes. Now, Susan, where in your body do you feel this feeling of appreciation?
my
Could be
shoulder,
anywhere.
my shoulders.
Your shoulders, nice. So go ahead and feel that feeling of appreciation in your shoulders. Very good, very good. And what color would you say that feeling is?
Yellow.
Yellow. Wonderful. So, Susan, I want you to know that anytime when you're feeling that feeling of restriction again, you can go and remember that feeling of appreciation and it's yellow and it's in your shoulders. And just remember you can go there anytime and feel that feeling. Now, Susan, go ahead and continue to feel that feeling of appreciation. Feel that feeling. Yes, take another deep breath and feel that feeling of appreciation. And tell me, is there a message you're getting from your inner being? If your inner being had a message to you about appreciation coming from this point of appreciation, about the feeling of restrictiveness around food, what would the message be from your inner being? What is it trying to tell you, Susan?
Contrast.
Okay, tell me more about that.
The purpose of having experienced restriction is for the contrast.
Mm.
That's all it is,
Mm-hmm.
for the contrast, because everything is supposed to be free.
Mm-hmm.
There are not supposed to be restrictions.
Mm. Oh my
We
gosh.
don't appreciate the freedom unless we experience the restriction.
Oh, I'm getting chills. Yeah.
That's it right there. That's it.
Mm.
Message.
Yeah, I got chills on that one. Yeah. Very, wow. Yes. We don't appreciate the the freedom, right? Unless we have the contrast helps us expand and grow.
That's right. That's right. To realize that because it is contrast and it's nothing more, then as soon as I recognize that that's all it is, my next logical step is to let it go.
Yeah.
And always let go of contrast. Appreciate it and let it go so that I can move forward.
Yes. Yes, there's nothing wrong with the contrast. There's nothing bad about the contrast. The contrast is good. The contrast is actually neither good or bad. It just is, and it's there to help us.
It has a purpose,
It has a purpose.
and there's no need to hang on to it once we've recognized its purpose. So when we recognized its purpose, we move on to the appreciation of the opposite of contrast.
Yes,
And then there's no need for the contrast in that particular instance.
exactly. Exactly. So the contrast is not your enemy. It's not bad. It's actually helping you.
It's a
Yeah, grow spiritually. It serves a purpose. I love that. I love that. And you can, like you said, when you're ready, like the little bunny rabbit, you just let it go. You just let it go, hop away on its merry little way. And
high contrast.
bye bye. Bye bye. And not to say that no more contrast will not come. Of course it will. Of course it will,
Right.
because
But that one can go now. That one.
that one can go. But yes. So what else are you seeing? What else is your inner being showing you about this this restriction conversation? What does it want you to know? What else does it want you to know?
I'm not getting anything else.
Yeah, well, that was big what you just got. So that was good. That was very good. That was very good. So Susan, yes. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. That
Mm,
was that was wonderful. I mean, I love it. I mean, I totally like got like I saw that you
that
get
you-
yeah, I
yeah,
get the message
yeah.
that you can just let that go and
I like the idea of visualizing what I'm feeling with
mhm,
images like that, that
yeah,
is very helpful.
yeah, yeah. It's just a way of connecting with your inner being in a different way
Mhm,
and getting that direct link to infinite wisdom and the message that wants to come through.
mhm.
And so that's beautiful. So you're realizing that
So
there's nothing wrong here.
I'm feeling like, yeah, there's nothing going on here, and that it is okay. It is absolutely okay to release my concept of restrictions
Mhm.
regarding food,
Yeah.
you know, to just get rid of the concept of restriction and just lean more on the intuition and wherever it leads.
Mhm.
That there are no forbiddens.
Mhm.
Nothing's forbidden. Everything is okay according to any moment, any whatever I need in any moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Because for me personally, when I say something is forbidden, that sets me off on
Yeah.
a path in the past of binging on
Mhm.
and because it's like, oh yeah, I can't have that. Well, watch me, and then
Exactly. It's like,
yeah,
well, why not? Why not? And I don't want to spend the rest of my life not eating bread or dessert, you know? I want to have those things when I want them. I don't necessarily want them all the time every day. I just don't want them to be off the table.
right. It's that whole deprivation
Mhm.
thing that is so
Like,
counterproductive. And
yeah.
I mean, that's the whole dieting deprivation thing that most of us have grown up with,
Yes.
feeling that we've got to deprive ourselves and we've got to
Mhm.
diet, and that sets us up for this very kind of dysfunctional relationship
Mhm.
with
Exactly.
food.
Exactly. It does. And then I get to the point where the restrictions are so oppressive that I throw the whole thing out the window and eat whatever I want. But because of my ingrained beliefs about foods that are good for me or bad for me, even if I think I don't care, the beliefs are still in operation
Right.
and cause ill effects because I believe they will. Even if I'm
Right.
not thinking about, even I don't want them to, until I can let go of the beliefs. That's the thing I want to work on too, is let go of what I've been taught about sugar, you know, let go of what I've been taught about carbs. And, and I don't know how, or haven't, I've just come over the last couple of days deciding that I've totally got to change everything that I've been taught about those things so I can believe something else.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you that I am in the same boat, and I have, maybe it's not as fast as I've wanted it to be as far as shifting those beliefs, but I'm just so grateful that I am experiencing that freedom
Hmm.
around food, because most of my life I was, maybe from 13 years old on, obsessed with my body and food. I
Hmm.
mean, that's the way my life was. I was just
Hmm.
obsessed with my body. What size is it? Did I gain weight? Did I lose weight? What did I eat? And just eating. So yes, so experiencing, since I wrote the book, the freedom, and it keeps on getting better.
Hmm.
Oh, so I'm not going to say that I'm totally free 100%, but I have so much more freedom, the freedom that you're talking about that you want. And it keeps on expanding and unfolding.
Well, that's
Whereas I can go, okay, yeah, because I still, oh, gluten and oh, but I'm experiencing shifts every day, every day, every day. So the freedom keeps expanding around the subject. My relationship with food keeps getting better and better and better. I eat what I want. I enjoy my food more than I ever have, because
mhm.
now I pretty much eat when I'm hungry only, and the food tastes so much better.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm better.
It does taste better when you're really hungry for it.
Yes. And before I did a lot of, in the past, unconscious eating,
Mhm.
where I really wasn't even tasting the food at a certain point. It was just a way of numbing myself because I
Yes.
didn't feel my emotions, or I was so disappointed with myself, beating myself up because of the last thing I ate. So then I just kept eating more, and yeah, and on. So that is that whole thing of shame and guilt that has pretty much gone away. So
Good.
free of that, because that. So I know. I mean, we all have a lot of similarities. We're not all alike 100% of what our experience is, but a lot of us have the same things, experiences in our lives. So I totally get it. So I want to say that yes, it improves incrementally. And that's why I love the evoke method, because I, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you went like right there and
Yeah.
transformed it in a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I caught on to what the process was, and everything. So I'm very familiar with things like guided meditation. So I was open to that. And
Yes.
it worked. I mean, I'm a real good receiver. And so the images flow easily, and the feeling and colors and everything. It's easy to tune into that for
Yeah.
me if I know that that's something to do.
Good.
I like that. It felt really good to turn that restriction feeling into a bunny rabbit that was soft and non-threatening.
Mhm.
That's the bunny rabbit's non-threatening and soft and furry, and just hopped a little and then looked back at me like, "You want me to go? I'll go." And it's like, well, it was that easy. I would want this restriction to go on your way. I didn't want to kill it. I didn't want to be angry at it. It was too cute.
Yeah. Right.
And I realized when I was, experiencing the rabbit image that I have been feeling angry about feeling restricted,
Hmm.
you know? And but when I transformed it into something softer, the anger was not there.
Yeah.
It was just I just recognized it as it was a thing in my life, it was just a thing in my life that I'm done with.
Yeah,
So send it on its way, go to the next.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so that was really revelatory for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty powerful, this thing. And I want to say that you may experience pieces of the restriction again, and
Yeah.
not to worry, because this is sort of chipping away at it. So
Yeah, well, I know what to do
yeah,
when I feel that I can transform it back into bunny rabbit and send it on its way. Thank you. I appreciate you. You could go now. Thank you for the contrast.
yeah,
I remember that instead of that, I want freedom. I remember that for the contrast. So now you can go contrast.
yeah. And you can even remember that feeling of appreciation that you were feeling, the yellow in your shoulders. You can like either
Yeah,
do that, or just think about the bunny rabbit, whatever works. Yeah,
right, right. I like the combination
yeah,
of when because a lot of times when you let something go, you really people need to replace what they let go. They need to replace it with something, and that's what the yellow on
yeah,
my shoulders was like a comfort
yeah.
or a mantle, a new idea,
Mm-hmm.
a new thinking, a new thought
Yeah,
in place of the old belief,
yeah,
and stuff. So they work
yeah.
together. Yeah.